you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. Pleasure to have you here with me. We're going to discuss the New York Jets offense. Will we have one? I don't know. We're going to talk about the possibilities because that's all we have. We don't have any definitives when it comes to offense in New York. It's the Nick Shine Show. It's Blitz BK. Turn up.
It's got beef.
Gentry covered the bumble!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Please. Thank you. Good day to you and yours. Now, here's what we got going on. Sunday night, post-game show, 8 o'clock, shine time, in prime time, folks. We will be raffling away the Armand Membu autographed jersey. It's been delivered. Blah! Help me. It's right here in the packaging, unopened, sealed. Much like many of you enjoyed in your life, you will be the first one to get inside that box. I will not go before you. So that's a good sign. But get your raffle entries in. How do you do that, you ask? Well, here's how. Super Chats, $5 and up. Gifted memberships are doubled through Sunday. Gifted memberships doubled through Sunday night. So good luck to everybody. Thank you to all who have contributed. And since we'll have fun today, anyone who gifts 5, I'll give 2. So let's get the message out about this show. It's great when you gift. People get an email, they get an alert. It helps support the channel, and it also helps notify people, hey, you're missing out. This show's going on. So appreciate all of you who do gift, support the channel in every way that you do. You're the best. Hell yeah, Metro. Thank you for picking up on that. Thank you. Gary with some breaking news says, guess what? I'm not going to be. Oh, Gary, you're not going to root for the Mets anymore? Oh, man. Bummer. All right. Besides, well, this is what Gary won't say anymore. Let's get into it. Tyrod Taylor will be the quarterback on Sunday for the New York Jets. We know the ball will be thrown. We don't have to worry about that. We know that he will stand in the pocket. He will make the reads. He will make the throws. He will take the hits. He will take more hits than he needs to. But I don't care. I don't care if he takes a beating. I don't care if we get a quarter. I don't care if we get the next 8 games. I don't care. 7 games. I don't care. I want to get some sort of reading of what this offense looks like when we're getting the ball out on time. I want to see, can this be an offense with catch and run ability? You know what also I'm looking forward to? Running the damn ball. The Baltimore Ravens are giving up 4.6 yards a carry. They're giving up 121 yards a game in the rush, and they're giving up over a rushing touchdown a game. Sounds to me that if you get the pass going and you have the threat of downfield, Brees Hall could have himself a day. You heard me say it earlier on Jake's show. I've said it throughout the week in Discord and here. Brees Hall should have a big game. This should be the game where we look at Brees again and say, that's a franchise running back. That's a guy you want leading your offense with Garrett for years to come. It's too far and few between. When you don't have the threat of a pass, you can play extra linebackers. You're not worried about covering receivers because Fields didn't throw them. This is a game where I believe this offensive line can really show what they can do. Baltimore's still got some good guys up front. They got a big guy, Jones, that Allen is clamoring over already. Yeah, they do this too. They do. That's what the Ravens do. But this is a big. I'd like Engstrand a lot better now with what I'm seeing on film than when Taylor last started down in Tampa. I think this is an opportunity for Engstrand to kind of see, like, look at Glenn and everyone else. Like, see, this is what we're capable of doing. This is what I've been building for. This is why I need Mendoza. 7 minutes, 26 seconds before I mention Mendoza. That might be the longest we go on this show in the next 7 months. But nonetheless, let's just air it out early. Air it out early. Show the threat of the pass. Hand the ball off. Be consistent on offense. Use a little trickery. Be creative. And let's see a brand of New York Jets football that we haven't really seen. Let's see a good offense. Do I expect to win this game? No. No. We'll talk about the Ravens defense tomorrow night. Yes, Saturday night show. We will be on tomorrow night, maybe 8 o'clock. Depends when I get back with Sophia. Got to take the baby girl out shopping. She got cowgirl boots. I have cowboy boots. We're looking for not identical shirts, but like matching shirts, like similar shirts for Thanksgiving. We're getting daddy daughter done up for the day. So we got to go shopping tomorrow. A little glam day, I guess. But offensively, Taylor to Taylor. I thought we'd see this against Baltimore, against Tampa Bay. Forgive me. Taylor to Taylor. I want to hear the Bob with shoes and touchdown call from Taylor to Taylor. I want to see Taylor getting the ball downfield. Can he be that tight end that can open up the defense? Can he be that guy who can catch and run and get some nice yards after the catch? Is he just one of those Jets methodical catch and get tackled tight ends that we've seen throughout the years with Beck, Brady, and many others? Contrary to belief, Kyle Brady did catch the ball sometimes. Tremendous blocker, but not worth a top 10 pick. Sorry to bring that name up for those of you who lived through that era and lived through that draft pick. Fans, Radio City chanting, "We want Sap." And then they went with Kyle Brady, tight end, Penn State. I don't even have excitement in my voice saying it. That's a good topic. What's the most shocking draft pick that you've seen the Jets make? There's been a lot where we knew what was coming. We had an idea what was coming. Uh, I think the most I ever celebrated a draft pick was Sam Darnold. When I heard the "suh" in Saquon, like time stood still before I heard the cue. We were at the stadium for that draft party, and literally, it was like one of those scenes out of a movie, or like Saved by the Bell when Zach would freeze time. And I'm like looking around at everyone, like, what's the next sound? And when you heard the cue in Saquon, Jets fans were jumping, celebrating, hugging. We're like, holy shit, we thought we got it right. Sad. I think the most disappointing draft pick was when we traded up to number 4. I thought we were going to take Kevin Williams. Ended up being a Pro Bowler with Minnesota Vikings multiple times. Massive tight end or defensive tackle. You guys know I'm a size queen. And we took a little short bowling ball from Kentucky in Dwayne Robertson. I think that was the angriest I ever was about a draft pick. We're at the Jets draft party at poor Billy's, and I was irate. We traded up to take a guy that we could have stayed and picked. He's not the best tight end. There's a tight end in the Savy. I think Castor was in the 70s. His numbers are by far the best tight end. Brady was nice, but he's not the best tight end. Maybe in your life. You don't remember Johnny Mitchell? You've got to remember Johnny Mitchell. Johnny Mitchell was a very good weapon at tight end. I think Mitchell, he was like the first athletic tight end like the Jets had. And then they went complete opposite and went back to Brady. Yeah, Addison. Yeah. And the only reason I know that is WA2K, New York Sports Worker Media, Adam. Shout out to him and his channel. He does trivia all the time. Let me see if I can pull Rich Caster. I'm pulling up now. Mickey Schuler is up there. I think Caster has the most in a season. Mickey Schuler, I mean, 438 catches, 37 receiving touchdowns. But I think Caster has the most in a season. So Caster didn't have the greatest career. Where's the stats year by year? I don't have it on this one. But I think Caster has the most receiving touchdowns this season. But Mickey Schuler, for almost 5,000 yards. Caster's at 3,300. Keller's at 2,800. Jerome Barkham, Johnny Mitchell, and Pete Lamons are the only ones over 2,000 yards. Tyler Conklin is 7th all time in Jets tight end receiving yards. 1622. There are 3 other Jets tight ends who have over 1,000 yards receiving in their career. I've given you Schuler, Caster, Keller, Barkham, Lamons, Mitchell, and Conklin. There are 3 other tight ends in Jets history who have over 1,000 career yards receiving. Can you name them? I don't know if they're a team of the olden days, but we just haven't had any good days. So we have to go to the olden days to find mediocre. Conk was good. He had 1,600 yards in 3 seasons. He had 552, 621, 449. Isn't that good? Well, we didn't have a quarterback, so I do not see Cleaver on here. Wow. ISU, you'll love this one. Ryan Griffin is 15th on the Jets' all-time tight end receiving list. No guesses. All right. Number 8 is Chris Baker with 1505. Number 9 is Anthony Becht. Can't believe nobody brought that name up. And number 10, Safarian Jenkins is 19th with 467. Kellen Winslow is 20th with 388. Ruckert, 383. Jason Morrow coming in at 22nd. Perfect for a second round pick with 345. Doug Jolly, who we traded a first round pick for, 324, 24th all time. Herndon, 796, comes in at 13th, and that's the guy, Cumberland. That's the guy, ISU. He's 10th with 1,116. His best game was a Monday night game, I believe, against the Atlanta Falcons, and he had 2 touchdowns in that game. I believe it was Monday, may have been a Thursday, I forget. Only the top 25 are here at 302 yards. Keith Newbert is 25 at 302. No, Croft doesn't make it. Some of the other. Rocky Cleaver is 18th. Sorry, Kyle Clifton. Rocky Cleaver is 18th with 485. We only have 3 Jets all time with over 20 career touchdowns. Schuler, Castor, and Barkham. Becht and Keller tied at 17. Johnny Mitchell at 16. Fred Baxter with 10. Chris Baker with 12. Kyle Brady with 10. Jeff Cumberland with 10. Ryan Griffin, 14th all-time with 7. Tied with Conklin and Herndon. It's putrid. Absolutely putrid. Yeah, you hope so, Pred. It's not a very difficult list. I mean, you have 7 years in the NFL. You're getting 600 to 800 yards a year as a tight end, hopefully. You can get up there very quickly. Wow, that's sad. That is really, really sad to look at. I'm actually sorry we did this exercise. I apologize to all of you who had to sit through that and listen. But for those of you here, welcome. It's the Nick Shine Show. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Trying to get to 1,900. Would love to do that before the end of the month. We're about 17 away. So I appreciate your help. Also, gifted memberships are doubled for the Armand Membu jersey we will be giving away Sunday night. Get your entries in. Super chats, appreciated. But gifted memberships are doubled throughout Sunday night. We win, we'll triple them on Sunday. Yeah, Wesco is not even in there, Curly. I didn't even see. I closed the site because I was so sad looking at all of that. I didn't see his name anywhere. Also, Curly, you're behind. If Curly's throwing these names out, I think he's behind in the chat or with the stream. Let me do something here. Let's drop another blitz beat. I didn't see Rick Kent. We can't play that. Oh, this was almost a year ago. We'll do this one. We got Addie's birthday coming up, and this is the See Addie game.
Kiss cam! Kiss cam! Ah!
Motherfucker.
We don't know who the fuck you are, but let's go.
Motherfucker.
Second half starts in 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the second half.
Jets recover the fumble.
Friend fucker. Sister fucker.
Smile.
What? Oh, hi.
Sex like here, Bobby Midnight, Bobby Midnight, Bobby Midnight.
Check out some first half highlights.
Bobby!
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Have you ever seen the Jets score this many touchdowns in one half?
No.
How's Mr. Happy feeling?
Very happy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Chances the Jets win Sunday. Poll going up right now. Your options are 0, I'm Curly. 1 to 49, I'm Bobby. 50 to 99, I'm Nick Shine. And 100%, I'm not Curly. So there you go, folks. Let your voice be heard. Shout out to Curly. Oh, what did I hit? That's what she said. Why did that pop in there? Let's just clear that. Here we go. StreamYard link is pinned. Not yet. StreamYard link is pinned. 8-month super chat from Kyle Clifton. Jets are known for cornerbacks and linebackers. I think those are best position groups historically. I throw center in there. You know, when you go Mangold and Mawai back to back, and there's a very good chance, you know, both of those guys end up being Hall of Famers. Mawai's already in. Mangold should be in. I throw center in there. I'm just trying to think. I mean, punter has to be there, right? We punt so goddamn much. But you know what? I don't have to reply to the comment because the man himself is here. What's up, sir?
How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Yourself?
Not too bad. I had a nice shower and change since Jay's show, so I'm feeling fresh for the Nick Shine show.
Oh, I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Give Jake your dirt. Bring your freshness to me. I like that.
Yes. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. You think about Glenn and Revis and Sauce, and you think about some of the linebackers we've had that have been top notch. Like tight end has not been our position. Quarterback has not been our position. Offensive line. I mean, when I was coming up, probably not too long before you were coming up in the '80s and early '90s, that the offensive line was terrible for the most part.
Yeah. That's why Ken O'Brien's career got cut short. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm such a big proponent of people who say, oh, we missed out on Dan Marino. Well, Ken O'Brien had a winning record head to head against Marino, but Dan Marino would have got the shit beat out of him just like Ken O'Brien did and had his career cut short.
Yeah, I mean, Marino got the ball out a little bit quicker, and I think he was a better player. But it's just, so much depends on the circumstances. He had a Hall of Fame coach. He had, the Marks brothers. He had a whole bunch of other things going on.
Yeah.
That offensive line that he had some guys that ended up going to the Hall of Fame, I think, on that line, Marino. So, yeah,
Maybe
that's
early in the 80s before maybe the Super Bowl team he went to in 84.
right.
But I don't know their line. The guys I remember are Richmond Webb.
Right.
That's the one I remember.
I think he had some overlap with Dwight Stevenson, who's one of the centers who's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I don't like our chances too much. I'm more in the Curly camp than the Nick camp, unfortunately. That said, you know, they can be run on, and this is an opportunity for us to see if we can get a little creative with a guy that's a little bit more than one dimensional at quarterback. Um, you know, pull out all the stops, fake punts, trick plays, like you know, go for it on in spots where you might not ordinarily.
Yeah.
Like let's that would be a huge statement for our growth as an organization to go into a place where we traditionally struggle mightily.
On the
We
football field?
what's on the football
On
field?
the
Yeah,
football field?
yeah. Well, we struggle mightily against the Ravens in general, but
Yeah.
in Baltimore in particular, um, it's not. I'll tell you what. I have a lot of friends who live down there. It wasn't my favorite away game to go to. It was very cold. Um, Stadium's nice enough, but like you can see that they definitely have an advantage there. Um, this is this is one where you got to strap it up. You got to stop the run and you got to run the ball. So um, we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to see the first half. My little girl's got a basketball game, so
Nice.
maybe I'll be able to catch the second half, and hopefully we'll still be in it at halftime where I'll be able to entertain myself.
How old is she?
She just turned 9.
Nice. That's a fun age.
Yeah,
That's when they start to develop the skills. It's cute and it's like bitty ball when they're like 5, 6, 7. When they get into that, was she third grade?
she's fourth.
Or
She's she's very uncoachable. It's like someone told her she was beautiful her entire life, and if I ever find the guy, I'm gonna kill him.
I'm
But
not gonna mess with him. He's probably a big dude, so
man,
I'll just stand back and cheer you on.
but yeah, I mean, she's better at soccer, but I think she likes basketball better. But she needs to be able to take some coaching. Don't we
Yeah,
all?
yeah, absolutely. No, I loved coaching my daughter in basketball, and then one day she's like, "I'm just gonna stick with softball year round," and my heart broke.
Yeah,
That was she had a really good jump shot.
yeah.
She had
That's how it goes.
great form. Her swing and her jump shot, really good form. I miss her playing basketball a lot.
Right. As far as the draft goes,
Hmm.
I feel like this last stretch of the like a kind of a continuation of what we kind of broached on Jay's show with AZ. It is so important for them to have guessed right on AZ Thomas.
Yeah,
Like if we have to go and spend another premium pick on a cornerback, that
yeah.
is a crusher for our development as a franchise.
It is because if you look at the secondary now, they signed Stevens, they drafted Thomas, they traded for Brownlee. They went all three possible routes to build their secondary or their cornerbacks at least. You got to hit. That's so huge because now you can spend these assets elsewhere. If AZ Thomas can't swim and you got to use a premium pick on someone who's not going to be as good as Sauce, right? Like the percentages are pretty confident saying that.
Yeah,
Now you look stupid. But if Thomas can play and Thomas fits your scheme, now I'm not saying Thomas has to be Sauce, Thomas has to be him.
but he
But
has to be competent.
yeah, if we can go into this offseason and say cornerback room is good, offensive tackles are good, I think that's a good start for the Jets.
Yeah, well, the first two levels of the defense really demand our attention in this draft.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any way around that. But I appreciate your time as ever, Nick. Have a great weekend.
you too, man. Good luck to your baby girl.
Bye.
We're not talking about that as much. We're so worried about the quarterback. But the positions that really need addressing. In theory, or let's just say offensive line, if you retain Myers and Simpson, are any of us outraged over that? If that's the line going into next year, I don't think that's nuts. Linebacker. Yeah, we need a better linebacker. Cornerback room's okay. Safety, I need a dog next to Moore. I need a guy who can get turnovers. I need one of those guys who's just a badass. We got to find one of those guys in the first 2 rounds. You need another defensive end. I love the kid Mateo from Oregon, who might be there late round one, early round two. 6'5", 275. You team him and Jermaine Johnson up. Those are two big physical ends. And then you rotate Will McDonald in as your third. You do it down specific. Will be your primary pass rusher. And then you go build your front. You saw what the Texans did to Josh Allen last night. You go build that front four who can get there time and time again. Josh, that's how we beat them. And that's how we played well with them. The years that we had Salah and we beat them with Zach Wilson, our front four could get home. Josh is not good when there's 7 in coverage. Josh is at his best when he breaks the pocket and can make a big play or make a big throw or the coverage breakdown. Josh Allen is not a very good drop back, get the ball out on time from the pocket guy. You see it. He drops back, he stutters, he moves like he's unsure often. Robert Saleh made Josh Allen uncomfortable playing football. The Texans made him uncomfortable playing football last night. That's the key to him. Rush 4, get home, drop 7. You can do that, man. You can give that guy a really difficult day. I love watching them lose. I love watching the media who have anointed him, a guy who's been to the AFC Championship twice in his career. They make it sound like he's there year after year after year. He's only been there twice. Can't get over the hump, can't get to a Super Bowl. But he's anointed because he runs for some fucking touchdowns. You want to beat the Buffalo Bills? You make Josh Allen throw from the pocket. You contain him running and you make him throw from the pocket. He can't beat you from the pocket very often. Fox Sports said we're one top tier center away from finalizing our line. Yeah, I've said this. If Tyler Lindenbaum hits the market, you reset the center market, you structure a contract because we have $207 million available in the 2027 season. You structure that contract so that nobody can match it. That Baltimore is just like, nope, can't do it. You steal him. I'm okay with that. And then you bring Myers back on a 2-year, $12 million deal. And Myers is your backup interior lineman. I'm fine with that. You got to put some assets up there. I would love to draft a guard round 3 or 4. Bring in a guy that fits your scheme. That's physical. You give Simpson a 3. I'd give Simpson right now 3 years, 45. I'd give Simpson and Tittman identical contracts. I would give them anywhere from 3 to 45 to 3 to 54. Anywhere from 15 to 18 a year. I'm good with. Especially the amount of money we have, especially the cap, especially with the needs that we have everywhere else. If we can solidify our offensive line, I'm fine with that. If we can have this offensive line locked in before the draft, I love it. Now, do I expect the Ravens to let Linderbaum hit the market? No, I don't. I think they'll figure something out with him. I think they'll lock him up. I think they would be fools to let a player of that talent hit the market. It'll work itself out. However, the Jets need to be ready to pounce with a contract. Here you go. Highest paid center in NFL history. Come here and dominate with us with this offensive line that we have in place. I know, Curly, but they could have tagged them. So until it happens, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. It's very unlikely. I agree. But there's always a shot. Negotiations fall. Team prioritizes money elsewhere. A team like Baltimore thinks that they can maybe draft and get someone else in there and use the resources elsewhere. There's always, it's not a given. I think it's very unlikely, but there's still always a chance. I don't know Baltimore's contracts or cap situation. I don't know if they want to put 20-25 million a year into a center. I hope they don't. I pray to God they don't. But I'm willing to. Rookie quarterback, all pro center, looking like a potential all pro right tackle in Membu, the way he's playing. Titman's very good. Simpson's very good. Olu. If Olu's your weakest offensive lineman, I'm pretty excited about that going forward. Jay Quest, what's up, bro? Nick, would like to see Cook the last 4 games. Glenn says they have a plan for Cook. Do you see it happening? I don't. Let me rephrase that. The only way I see it happening is if Taylor gets injured for the season and he's out, and Fields is just Fields again. And then I could see giving Cook a chance. I just don't see an undrafted quarterback playing in year 1. That's me. Report coming right now from Bleacher Report. I'm going to open this up from ESPN, so I don't know if it's Rossini or if she's not with them. If it's Samini. After opting to keep Breece Hall rather than move him to trade deadline, the New York Jets appear inclined to bring back the veteran running back, despite his looming free agency this offseason. Per Rich Samini, all indications are the Jets want to retain Hall at the right price. Samini noted Hall could seek a deal worth 10 to 12 million per season. The franchise tag for running backs in 2026 is projected to be 14.1 million. A salary in the range of 10 to 12 million for Hall would be easy for the Jets to get done. They have the 4th most projected cap space in the NFL and a total of 16 players under contract in 2027. That salary would put Hall in the back half of the top 10 highest paid running backs, with Aaron Jones at 10 million. Josh Jacobs of the Packers is 6 with 12. James Cook 11.5. Kyron Williams 11. Jets were offered picks, blah, blah, blah. All right. So Samini watches the Nick Shine show. I said I'd come in 3 for 33, which is 11 million a year. It's right in the middle of where they're projecting him. Do 3 for 33, do 22 million guaranteed, and then you put some dead money in if you got to move on after 2 years if there's a horrible injury or something again. Kyle, yes. This is Titman's 3rd season. As a 2nd-round pick, he does not have a 5th-year option. So he's eligible to negotiate an extension after this season, which, if it's an extension, you still have his rookie number for year 4 in 26. And then the extension would kick in when we have 207 million available in 2027. So if you're Titman, maybe you get the deal done quick. You change positions, you've done well. Or do you bet on yourself? And do you just say, you know what? I want another year at guard. I want another year to show what I can do and show that I can improve and have a full offseason training for this position and getting ready for it and have a 2nd year next to Membu. But he is eligible. After your 3rd season, you're eligible to sign an extension. Now, Yeti says, breaking news per Herb Street, Gary is still gay despite the recent developments. Now, Gary, would you like to comment on these reports coming out in the media? I'm honored to have you here to be the first one to question you on this. Are you still gay?
No more gay stuff. No more.
Right, congrats.
I was serious about that. Yes, sir. Who is that? Is that Yeti retired 80 already? I was trying to figure out who that. Okay.
Yeah.
because he kept calling me out. I didn't know who it was. All right. I actually want to talk about Tippmann.
Yeah, you got
you guys. Well, Lindenbaum and Tippmann. Is Lindenbaum really available? Because if he is, I'm with you. Just give him the bag. Like, we have the cap space, we have the money. I don't know if Baltimore does, but just give him. Don't
he's not
lose him because
available
you didn't
yet. But
Yeah.
he's not signed, so technically, he's a free agent to be. They can. Sherwood was a free agent to be, right?
Yeah.
But you have that negotiating window before free agency starts, where you have exclusive negotiating rights with all of your players. The new league year is when it's like, whoop, free agents. So, or the tampering period, I
Right.
should say. So, if that tampering period hits and Linderbaum does not have a deal with the Baltimore Ravens, he's a free agent.
Don't lose out on him over money, right? If he takes less to stay with Baltimore, there's not much you can do. But make the biggest offer to him. This is why you've freed up all the cap space to get dynamic players like that. And then what would you do with Tippmann? Would you just play Tippmann's contract out and let him walk, or would you try to move him to go?
Tippmann's right guard.
Okay, but then you got to pay him too. I mean, okay.
I'm fine with paying my line because with Membu and Olu both being first-round picks, you can do the 5th-year option on them.
Yeah,
and then you don't have to give them that extension money to year 6.
You're right. They got
so if
a
you
bunch
gave
of years left.
Linderbaum a 4-year deal, in theory, Linderbaum's contract could end when you're getting Membu's extension kicking in or Olu's extension kicking in, right?
Yeah, if you get because Lindenbaum this is his rookie deal, so this is his 4th year. He was 2022 class. Yeah,
they denied the 5th-year option because the 5th-year option is all offensive linemen are rated the same.
Okay, I mean it's always easier to keep the guy you have than to get someone else's, but okay, like I would go make. I'm with you. I would make a real offer that blows away everyone else to Lindenbaum. If he chooses not to come to the Jets, he chooses not to come to the Jets. There's nothing I can do about that. But I ain't gonna lose out over Lindenbaum over money.
Did Linderbaum make the 2nd round?
I think he was a 2nd-round pick.
5th-year option available.
People didn't like his size. They said he was light in the ass. I remember that.
Yeah, no, they didn't pick. Baltimore did not pick the 5th-year option. It would have been $23 million, and they denied it.
He fell at 20. He was picked 25th overall. I'm seeing right here. He's only 6'2", 304. I mean, I guess it's not a concern because he's. But he was. That's why he fell.
Heavyweight wrestling. You have to be a wrestler to play center at Iowa. They want those physical, leverage guys. You have to be. And I'm glad we're talking about this without Allen here because he would be jizzing everywhere. But you have to be. That's what they want from their centers. They want their interior linemen. If you're all-state wrestler and an offensive lineman, you go to Iowa. That's just how it works.
Then, the two
listen,
other
if they fuck around, make them find out. It's that easy.
100%. Yeah.
I don't have a rookie quarterback contract. You can spend $20-25 million a year on an all-pro center to solidify the wall for Breece Hall and a rookie quarterback, and then you draft your weapons, and now your offense is fucking set.
I love the idea because your offensive line is set for the foreseeable future. Like you have something that you can build around long term, like the Rex Ryan era team. Like you'll be in really good shape.
You're talking about potentially the best offensive line of football. You're talking about with Olu and Membu still developing. You're talking about a Philadelphia Eagle type of line.
It's like watching
that line that you can run the ball and you can do whatever you want with that offensive line. You can get so creative. And then if you get a quarterback who throws the ball downfield and then you add the run game into it, that's called a multi-dimensioned offense. Something we haven't had in a very long time. Probably since 2008, right?
Yeah.
With Favre and Jones.
It's like watching Boston College last year when they had absolutely nothing, but they had 4 pros on their offensive line, and they're hanging around and compete. They have no athletes on the field. Their defense is no good, but their offensive line was really good. And it would just push, and they would move the chain, and they'd keep the ball, and it would look like 1940s football, but it worked, right? Like, I'm not saying the Jets are going to play like that, but what I'm saying is when your offensive line is dominant, you're not going to be a bad team. Like you're
Yeah.
going to be able to compete.
You have a chance in every game.
Yeah.
You have a chance in every game because if the offensive line can just contain the defensive line, you can play ball control offense. Jay Quest says Myers been that bad? No, and I am very big on give Myers a 2-year, $12 million extension. Let him be your backup. Let him be what he was supposed to be this year. Let him be the sixth man. But Linderbaum's a different stratosphere, Quest. It's not an insult to Myers to say that you're a middle of the pack center and Tyler Linderbaum is in the conversation for the best center in football. And if that guy becomes available, like Kevin Mawai did back in '98, you strike.
Can we talk about the quarterback, the Missouri quarterback, Cook? I can never remember his name. Cook.
I don't see him, man. I think everyone needs to pump the brakes with that. Every New York fans are obsessed with finding the diamond in the rough. I remember when Shane Spencer came up in September,
I
he
remember
did a
this
couple
too.
grand slams, and everyone's like, he's the next Babe Ruth, he's the next this, he's the next that. And he was a drunk at fucking River Road Tavern in Piscataway coaching Bridgewater Somerset Patriots and getting carried home to his apartment down the road over the
Is
bridge.
this a true story or is this? Are you
100% true story, because one of my buddies who I worked with at Optimum, his girlfriend, it works nights at that bar, and he would go there every night after work to help her and hang out. And every fucking night, Shane Spencer would be there, annihilated. And he gave him rides home many times. Shane Spencer is but he had one great month.
He
like
did.
everyone, Jeremy Lin for the Knicks fans. Jeremy Lin was going to be the greatest point guard in the history of the world. I've had stomach viruses that lasted longer than Linsanity did.
Jeremy Lin could ball though. Like Jeremy Lin, he got a ring
Yes,
with Toronto.
but-
Jeremy Lin could ball. He was a good ball. I mean, he wasn't an
Correct,
all-star, but he's a
he
good
did
player.
it.
Yeah.
I think the New York fan just always wants to find that homegrown against all odds. Like it's the mindset, right? If you can make
Yeah.
it here, you can make it anywhere, right? You want to have that guy that you look at and say, oh, we had him. We developed him. We found him. Like there's an obsession with that in New York. And I just don't think you'll see Cook play unless there's a serious injury to Taylor and he's out for the year, which his track record could happen. But I don't think the plan is to play Cook. I think the plan is to let Cook develop, be a backup, and maybe be like a Chase Daniel. And be a guy who's a backup and be a guy who's a mentor and be the guy that's in the scheme and be the guy who's smart and knows what to do and help mentor the young kid. And if he develops into a long-term backup who maybe becomes a spot starter here and there throughout his career, okay, that's a successful career for
It
an
is.
undrafted quarterback.
And that's what I thought we had when we drafted Bryce Petty. I thought we had a long-term backup, like Colt McCoy, Chase Daniel type career, where it's like, okay, he can start here. I mean, he didn't work out, but I see, and I don't mean this to be insulting. I see a lot of similarities in Bryce Petty and Brady Cook. Like, I think, is Cook going to be a starting quarterback? Probably not. Is he a quarterback of the future? Definitely not. But at this point, I can't watch Justin Fields anymore. And Tyrod Taylor's 37 or whatever he is. We know what Tyrod Taylor is. Tyrod Taylor probably gives you your best chance to win football games on Sunday, probably. But the last 3 weeks of the season, 2 weeks of the season, like they did with McElroy, like they did with Bryce Petty, why not just let him start? I mean, they see him in practice every day, so they know. But what do you have to lose, really? If you just on the last 2 weeks of the season, give him 2-3 games at the end of the season to see how it goes. I mean, what is there to lose?
And we very well might. If Taylor is just as bad, maybe he gets a chance. But I don't think there's a plan to play him. But much like I don't think the Jets will take quarterback in first round back-to-back years, if plan A, B, C, D all fail, you get to E, and it's like, all right, go ahead, kid. Let's see what you got. We're going to give you a shot here against the Saints. You know, one of the Taylor's out for the year. Fields, awful. Fields, concussion. And then you got to go and play the kid, right?
It's it's almost certainly not going to work out. But like I said, we started McElroy and Brady Cook. Greg McElroy, shout out South Lake Carroll High School. He was horrible.
Where's he
Brady
from,
Cook has more
Louisiana?
upside than Greg McElroy.
Where's he from? Louisiana?
Who? McElroy?
Yeah.
his dad's a tech millionaire from California, and they moved to Fort Worth area for tax reasons.
Kidding.
All
I
right.
knew he was from Texas. If you
He's
knew
not
high
from
school.
Texas, all right. He lived in
Well,
Texas
he played
for
in
his high school
Texas.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a California kid, and he's a douchebag. He remember when Todd Gurley took money for autographing balls? Took like $300.
Yeah.
You remember this? This is obviously before NIL, and McElroy came out and blasted him and said, "I would never take money." Greg McElroy grew up a multimillionaire in South Lake, Texas, which was like one of the 10 richest zip codes in the country. Shut up. Shut your mouth. You don't know what you would do if you were in Todd Gurley's position. Like, don't talk like that.
Which is crazy because all of these guys do signings where they get paid to show up and do signings.
Yeah.
They're not doing these signings for free.
Johnny Manziel got $30K, remember?
He got a lot more than $30K. He got 30, he had 30,000 G's, and I'm not.
But
dollars.
He came from money too, Johnny Manziel, and he when he got the signing, that the one that like people talk, he gave all the money to Mike Evans, who had no money and had a baby on the way. Do you know that? He gave the money to Mike
I didn't
Evans.
know that.
Yeah.
I'm not big on following any Texas college football. You know, I'll know about it more now that A&M and the Horns have jumped to the SEC.
Yeah.
But I'm not big on. I wasn't a Big 12 guy. You know,
I love the Big 12. I wish they were still in the Big 12.
You're in the heart of the Big 12, though.
That's why I love the Big 12. Like I live in Big 12. I don't live in SEC country. I live in Big 12 country. Oklahoma, Texas, Big 12 country. I wish the Big 12 was just Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and 10 teams from Texas. Like that would be the ideal conference. I live in Big 12 country. I still feel that way.
I'm sure it's wild that they've done it, but what happens?
Yeah,
Money
got
talks,
everything.
right?
Yeah,
You're not making money in the Big 12. You're making money in the SEC. You know, there's not a Big 12 contract on national television every week. You know, it's buried elsewhere.
The
At least
Longhorns
for
had
me
their own channel.
in my area.
Longhorn Network. Yeah. And the Longhorns had their own network because there's no Big 12 network. It was the Longhorns had the Longhorn Network.
You know, SEC was CBS 3:30 on the East Coast every single Saturday. You know, now they've jumped over. I think what ESPN has SEC now. They paid big money for that, right? So
still, all my life it was CBS. The 2:00 game on 3:00 game your time, but on CBS that was life.
Lindquist.
Yeah. Manziel gave the dope money as well. Interesting story about the Manziel family. They're big in cockfighting, and they have their own breed of fighting cock called the Manziel fighting cock. It's a true story.
Now, are you still in cockfighting after declaring you are no longer gay?
I am no longer in cockfighting, but I'm not gonna. Cockfighting is big in Texas, especially like if you're down by the border. It's big. It's not big like football big, but it's an industry. Like people.
I went to Puerto Rico for my honeymoon, and when we landed at the airport, we stayed at the Intercontinental, which is literally right on Isla Verde, like right there. So we went around like to get out of the airport, and the guy's like, "Oh, this is the big cockfighting building." And it's like a little dome, right? Like when you see like an oil tanker or the refineries, and it looked like a shrunken one of those. And he's like, "Yeah, that's the arena."
There you go. Yeah. I think cockfighting gets a bad name. I really do. People
You're a big fan of cockfighting?
No more gay stuff. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm not a big fan. Like I don't breed cocks to fight, but
what's your technique? Are you back and forth, or are you like big helicopter circles?
No, slow like I mean fast.
Don't do that with your hand while you're talking about cockfighting. Put your hand down. Do not do that with your hand.
Fast and short, like a jackrabbit, like a jackrabbit.
Addison with a question. Also, I'm waiting for the clip to come in. I'm sure someone has a clip from this conversation. What are the attributes of a perfect cock?
Speed and stamina.
Transcends.
You get that out. If you can just outwork the other cocks, you're in good shape. Speed and stamina.
You can outlast the other. That should be the promo for the DP. If you can outlast the other cock, you're in great shape. Addison, I need a banner. Back to football. I wish Manziel did well in the NFL. He was an amazing QB in college, just like Josh Gordon. Yeah, Gordon.
there was
Gordon had that. What did he have? A 1,600-yard season?
It was
at
crazy.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
Like with like double-digit touchdowns. And now
Oh.
you can smoke pot. They vilified him. They made him public enemy number one, Josh Gordon. And now they're like, nah, you could smoke. We just wrecked an all-pros type of receiver's
Yeah.
career for smoking pot. But now, nah, you guys can do it. It's cool now. Also, don't gamble. But hey, look at our stadiums where we have some stadiums have like windows or like what do you call them? Kiosks to go bet in the stadiums.
Yeah.
But betting's horrible.
And I never understood why betting was so vilified for so long. I remember Al Michaels would always like reference it like this game is over in more ways than one, right? And it was like something you just couldn't say. And now
Yeah.
it's the game's brought to you by FanDuel. It's like when like we just went 180 degrees.
Well, what do they do, right? Also, important question from ISU. The size doesn't matter, just the stamina.
Stamina matters. Stamina matters. Size, I mean, it's gonna matter to a degree, but you can overcome size.
Does background matter? Perhaps culture.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Nate, what do you do with the diseased cock? Asking personal experience. We don't judge here, Nate. Everyone needs information. That's why the internet is so popular.
You put it out of its misery. To the glue factory.
All right. Green Gang, we're discussing cockfighting, which is
Cockfighting.
popular down in Texas.
Very popular.
Thank you, Jerome. Thank you. Gary said no more gay stuff coming from someone who just jizzed all over himself when talking about Brock Bowers.
But that was 2 years ago. Like I'm not like
Oh, you still bust to him. Who are you kidding?
yeah, all right. He's been hurt. He's been hurt most this year anyway, hasn't he? He's missed most of the season.
He's been in and out.
Yeah.
Much like cockfighting.
It's not illegal. It is in the U.S. Green Gang. I don't know. I don't know about other places. Mexico, I'm sure it's legal. I guess Puerto Rico, I don't know the laws there.
Puerto Rico, they have stadiums or
that's why I'm guessing it's legal in Puerto Rico,
arenas, right? Like when you see on TV like underground boxing match places,
Yeah.
like, they're not massive, but you could fit like standing room only people in there. That's what it looked like. You looked like you could fit a couple hundred people in there to watch it.
I think I'm going to be in Puerto Rico.
The
in
Uber
January.
driver or the cab driver, I should say, wasn't Uber yet back then.
Yeah.
But the cab driver was very, very big on selling it and other things too, which I purchased.
Dude, November 21st, and we're just now getting to cockfighting. I feel like we should have been in cockfighting after like the week 4 loss. Yeah, we should have been on this. We should.
Yeah,
that's
when
our
my
bad.
plane landed from Miami that Tuesday. It should have been like, all right, guys, we got to look at something else now.
That was week 4 with Miami, right? The Monday night.
Would have been weird though if I brought it up after coming back from Miami with how woo they are. So glad we waited. Let that die. There we go. He's back, folks.
What's Dixon always says that Florida's not gay. I'm like, really?
Not the best guy.
I've been to Miami.
About
yeah,
not being gay. Not the
I've
best
been to
guy
Miami
quote.
many times.
Disgusting. Do they serve tamales at the fights, like with George Costanza? I don't know Seinfeld references.
Little Jerry Seinfeld. I vaguely remember this. I don't remember it was tamales. Kramer had a cock that he was fighting. I vaguely remember this. Someone in the chat can help me out, but the cock's name was Little Jerry Seinfeld. I guess they were serving tamales. I vaguely remember this.
I don't. I'm not a Seinfeld guy. Oh, and there we go. That's what we're looking for. There we go. All right.
Can we talk about Josh Gordon too? Shout out.
I'm going to bring someone in to talk to you.
Okay.
It's Christmas early here, so I have something to take care of.
Oh.
Fred, what's up, bro?
Hello.
I'm gonna bring you on to talk to Gary, and
what's happening?
Let's have some good football talk. Enjoy the Nick Shine show. I'll be right.
All right. Well, in that case, let's talk about our chances against the Ravens. What do you think?
I would say less than 30%. If I was an odds maker on this, I would put the Jets at least plus 300.
Yeah, I probably agree with you. Lamar Jackson did have a very down game last week, though.
That guy fucked me
If you look at it.
If you were an odds maker, what would you put the Jets at?
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. Roughly 300 plus 300. Yeah. But I think Lamar Jackson did have a down game last week. Didn't he throw like 2 picks?
How do they do it so quick? How do they make it so quick?
Shout out to Gator. I was waiting for it.
Gator, wow.
And all of a sudden, Gator will text it to me and email it to me, and the text popped in. I went, ooh.
That's incredible. But yeah, I mean, you look at the teams, right? They're just a better team, the Ravens, really, and they're playing at home too. So it's it's gonna be rough.
Throw shade at the Jets, but like I don't even, they're not winning that game.
Like Tyrod Taylor does give us a chance, I think.
He gives us a better chance. He's the least bad option, or like the best bad option, however you want to phrase that.
Is this an option for you?
How did you do it so quick though? Like I don't. How did he has it ready in 5?
Both heard from cockfighting.
The modern computer engineering is very quick.
The good news is that it's not ESPN friendly, so Jake will not put that on his show.
I get all the gay shit. Gator's
the
like,
gays.
yes, I got a platform to play these. Hell yeah, Nick will do it.
The gays. The gays.
Gator's gonna have a great weekend now. Thank you, Gator.
Shout out.
Real quick though, on the draft.
Yeah.
If we're gonna draft Mendoza,
Gator, we're talking about cockfighting in Texas, for crying out loud. We're 47 and a half hours from a Jet game, and we're discussing cockfighting. Yes.
That's how you know the Jets are 2-8. So
it is a football Friday.
But about the draft, Gary, you were saying?
Yeah. If we're gonna draft Mendoza, and it looks like we're gonna draft Mendoza, I honestly just want to lose out because I don't want to trade additional picks to get him.
I got you.
So I mean,
sorry,
honestly,
if you were to say the first 3 letters of that quarterback's name, what would it be?
It'd be Men.
Do you like men?
What do you mean? Do I like them? There are certain men who I'm friendly with. There are certain men who I respect. I don't know what you mean by "do you like them."
I mean, do you like the first 3 letters of our future quarterback?
What do you mean by "do I like them"? I don't know that I like them.
I mean, it's a simple question, yes or no.
No, it's really not. I feel like it's very
loaded question. It's loaded, just like the main event in the cockfight. Now,
oh my lord,
Mendoza, and let me be very clear when I say this. I am not saying that the pick has to be Mendoza. I'm okay with Mendoza. I like him a lot. I like how I think he would fit in this scheme.
Oh yeah.
I think that they're calling a scheme where Fields doesn't run because they want to have a guy who can throw from the pocket. So from what I see and what I can put together and what I can project, is Mendoza is a guy that they would really like. I'm okay with Simpson. I don't think Simpson is. I don't think it goes from Trevor Lawrence to Zach Wilson. I don't think it's that fall off.
I have a
think
big
that
issue
it's
though.
More Goff, Wentz, and Wentz came in and played really well. Right?
But I have an issue with
He was
Ty
MVP
Simpson.
leader until he tore his ACL. Still threw a touchdown after tearing his ACL at the Rams, and then that team went on to win the Super Bowl. That injury changed his whole career.
Can you put Matthew Smith's comment up real quick? Not to change the subject, but I think that needs
to do that.
It needs to, yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. That's beat up Sims.
But my big issue with Simpson is he's a 1-year starter. He's not
Yeah,
a known quantity.
Yeah, I try to avoid 1-year starters too, typically. But
They
if
don't have
I
a good
had,
history.
I don't like Simpson. I guess I like Simpson better than Mendoza. I don't really like Simpson either, though. I wouldn't like. I'm not really jumping over any of these quarterbacks, honestly.
But then
I
there's nobody
believe we're
really
gonna get
better
one.
in 27.
We're gonna get one, and I am a big believer that we're gonna get one. Now, the Jets might land on Simpson. I'm okay with that. It's not my preference, but I'm not gonna like bang the table and flip tables and lose my mind if it's Simpson. I'll become the biggest Simpson fan in the world. I don't give a shit if he played for Alabama and I'm a
He's a
Georgia
Jets
fan.
quarterback.
That means fucking nothing to me. The only thing that
Jesus
matters
flip
is that
tables,
the
Nick. Don't
Jets
be afraid to
get
flip
it
tables.
right.
Don't be afraid to
I've done
be
it.
like Jesus, flip tables.
I've done it in the past. Over
I mean,
All right, don't be afraid to flip
I mean,
tables.
if the Jets do take Ty Simpson, he's going to be a Jets quarterback. If you're a fan, you root for him. Simple as.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna root for whoever they draft. I rooted for Zach Wilson. I'm gonna root for him. It's just I wouldn't make. If Mendoza is Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, can the Jets hire Gary to find out? I have a better record than Joe Douglas, who they did hire and paid millions of dollars to. So, they have my number.
You have a better record?
Than Joe Douglas? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Listen, if Mendoza ends up being Kirk Cousins, I think a lot of people go look at Kirk Cousins' career.
Yeah,
Like, he's throwing
We'd be
4,000
very happy
yards
with
and
Kirk
30
Cousins.
touchdowns.
But
He had a
like,
3-year run where he had the most touchdown passes in the NFL.
do you
Yep.
want to trade up to get
And Kirk Cousins
at
Kirk
number
Cousins
2?
is the greatest average quarterback in NFL history. He was never a top 10 quarterback. But whenever you started that next group,
Yeah,
it's like, all right,
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
He was always in the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend, whatever, 2 first rounders, the number 2 pick. I don't want to spend all that to take Kirk Cousins. I don't think Mendoza sucks, but I don't think he's that good.
But then again,
agree with that.
he's not a known quantity either in the NFL. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
That's
But
the
I'm
major
not
thing.
hoping
He
he's
could.
Kirk Cousins, but if Kirk Cousins is the floor,
Yeah, exactly,
we'd
right?
sign up for that, right? With what we've had, we would sign up for 4,030 touchdowns right now. Like we're shitting on that. Like we wouldn't take that.
Are you kidding me? That would be playoff worthy right there.
I wasn't born the
4,000
last
yards.
time a Jet quarterback threw for 4,000 yards.
That's wild. That is crazy. Like 4,000, like that's wild.
But Chicago's never had a 4,000-yard passer, so you would
We've
say
had
we lose
one,
some.
right? Yeah. No, they've been around a lot longer than us too, but yeah.
Kirk Cousins has 8 4,000-yard seasons in his career.
Well, there
So
you
that is
go.
more than the Jets
Yep.
franchise. Yeah.
He's got 8 years with more than 25 touchdown passes. Like, are we actually fucking saying that like it would be bad to have a Kirk Cousins?
We'd be signing up for that. Like if we had the opportunity to, we would be taking that like
He would
immediately.
own every fucking Jet record if he was a quarterback for the Jets.
Yep. He'd be the greatest quarterback in Jet history.
Yeah.
Statistically. So
like to get all right, lower the bar. 35 and 25. Forget 40 and 30. 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns.
when's the last time we had that?
I mean, Pennington was always hurt, so he probably never had a 16 game season.
Fitz and Vinny.
Oh,
and Vinny
Fitz.
only threw for like 2,800 yards, I think, the year he had, or 3,200.
Because he had a great running game. He threw a ton of touchdowns. I mean, he threw a 35 touchdowns or something that was wild. But Fitz had a ton of touchdown passes with Decker and Marshall. He had a ton of touchdown passes. And he threw
Fitz?
Fitz, yeah.
Yeah, Vinny in 98 had 3,200 yards, 3,256, 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
The last time we had a 3,000-yard
and he
season
didn't
actually
start
was-
the first 2 games. Remember that?
Yeah. The last time we had a 3,000-yard passer, that was very recently actually. Wasn't that Aaron Rodgers? Didn't he cross 3,000 yards?
I think so. Yeah, Rodgers threw for 3,000.
And what was it? 28 touchdowns.
Hold on, I'm pulling up Pennington. Pennington threw for 3,120 in the year 02, but he didn't come in until we were 1-4. He came in that game, so he didn't play the first several games.
So you had what,
And he
an 11
still
game
ended up.
season?
He would have thrown for 4,000 that year. He started 12 games and he threw for 31-20. He had 22 touchdowns.
There was an argument from that point on to the end of the season that Pennington was the best quarterback in football. Like, you could really have made that argument. He was that good.
Season? Yes.
Yeah.
That season? Yes.
He was
He
incredible.
22-6 with touchdowns, interceptions. He was completing 68.9% of his passes back in an era when they were completing 58 to 62, 63.
Yep.
He was he was that guy. That year was perfect.
And that year looked like Lord. Remember, they won the first game because Chad Morton had 2 kick return touchdowns, right? And that's why they won the game. And then they lost whatever it was, 3 in a row. Play 1-3, 1-4, 1-4, right? It looked like the season was lost. Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
but that's the thing, right? We just need a quarterback to be decent, to be good, Because with the team,
I gotta drop off, y'all. I gotta drop off. I appreciate you, Nick, Pete. It's always good.
I got to bounce to work too, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Buddy. Wave goodbye.
Bye, Gary. Bye, Nick.
Holy shit! It's 1:42.
Have a good one.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
Absolutely.
Talk to you soon, pal.
Have a good day.
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today, courtesy of Nick Shine.
Sorry, Pred. I thought you said goodbye. Forgive me. I didn't mean to be rude. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to get out the door to work. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Last chance. Gifted memberships doubled. We're giving away Sunday night. Where did you go? Armand Membu jersey. Make sure you're here for that. Sunday night, shine time and prime time. Mendoza trajectory could be Chad Pennington with an arm. I take that. Chad Pennington knew where to get the ball, knew how to get it there on time, knew how to get it where guys can catch and run with it. If you put that into this scheme with this offensive line, with potential of Brees being here long term, I think that's great. I think that spells playoff team year after year. And you get that clutch gene, you get that guy. Oh man, that fucking year. I'm looking back at the 2002 year. We won in the opener on Chad Morton's 2 kick returns. Then we lost to the Patriots 44-7. We lost to the Dolphins 30-3. That game I was at. That was Ricky Williams down in Miami. I went to that game with the kid's mom. That was our first trip together. Then we lost to Jacksonville 28-3. Then we lost to the Chiefs 29-25. And then we went to Chad. We won 20-7. And then we just started scoring points week after week. We lost to the Browns that year, 21-24. And then we put 44 up against the Chargers. We beat the Dolphins 13-10. We put 31-14 on the Lions, 31-13 against the Bills. Lost to the Raiders 26-20. Beat the Broncos 19-13. Lost to the Bears. Beat the Patriots 30-17 after they beat us 44-7 early in the year. Beat the Packers 42-17 at home. Beat the Colts in the wild card 41-0, and then lost to the Raiders 30-10 out there. Listen, if we get Chad, who wouldn't sign up for that? If you can give me a healthy Chad Pennington, we were a playoff team every year Chad was healthy. 02, 04, 06, we were a playoff team. Would anybody be against that? Johnny, you should have known that already, my friend. ISU, I learned the Big 12 was not really all that big since they didn't have their own TV network. Fred says Chad Pennington with an arm and hopefully not injury prone. Kyle Clifton saying quotes heard from Gary's cockfighting. He's almost done. Ricky saying Mendoza is Kirk Cousins with Chad Pennington IQ. Who wouldn't take that? MC Mays, I learned that the Nick Shine Show will be a cockfighting channel for the rest of the year. Within euphemisms, not much has changed. It's just different euphemisms. Well, same euphemisms, but different topics. Tom Ace, I miss the Herm years. Great time to be alive. Sopranos was in its run. Yeah. Oh, the good old days. Wild cards. All right, folks. It's time. If you are a member of the channel, hit that Canadian flag. Kick it up to Boomtown. I don't know if he's here. He didn't tell me he wouldn't be here. So I believe he is until I hear differently. But Boomtown, if you are here, please, good sir, true rapid like it's hot. Sword fight channel. Oh yeah, Tom. Well, Tom, we might as well profit from it. We've been doing it solo for many years. Hell yeah, Boomtown's here. Boomtown time. Let's go.
Show me your butthole.
Show me your Boomtown. Boomtown learned Gary has decided not to be gay anymore. Angstrand may have a C moment this weekend. The best Jets tight end played in the 70s. It appears that Rich Cimini tunes into this show. Bonus. There was a lot of cock talk in the chat today, more than usual. Nick has got a great cockfighting waggle. Speed and stamina is the key to a great cock. Gary still busts himself to Brock Bowers. Hell yeah. Double bonus, standards are low on the Nick Shine Show. New revenue stream. Hell yeah, whatever it takes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Appreciate you guys for watching the show. Have a great day. I will be on Saturday night. Saturday night, 8, 9 o'clock. Not sure. I will keep the Discord posted as the day goes on, how long I'm out with the baby girl. So keep an eye out for that. I will inform all of you. God bless. Be safe. Go Jets. It's Tyrod Taylor season, baby. Oh, this video is video of somebody cockfighting.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
Wrong video.
Can't see it. Do it sideways.
To the member.
That guy fucked me twice.
It's got
Jets recover the football!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his promise, Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, so get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click the family. We not